Hey guys, welcome to My Way Tarot. This will be a general weekly reading for Sagittarius placements. So if you have Sagittarius as your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury or North Node in your birth chart, this reading will be for you. Everything that you need to know can be found in the description box below. So guys, I do have the window open. It's still pretty warm here and I do need to get some air into this room. But I hope that the noise from outside isn't going to be too loud. I do have a microphone on, so hopefully that will kind of cancel out what's going on in the background for you. But let's get into your reading. So Angels of Love and Light, could we please have clear and concise messages for Sagittarius placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury and North Node? What do they need to know for the current energies of the upcoming week of the 21st to the 27th of July 2025? What do they need to know? What do they need to hear? Please and thank you. So we have a card that's come out for you already. Anything else to do with this particular message? Okay, that. Anything else? Thank you. Okay. Anything else? Okay, and that one as well, right? I feel like that's the end of it. Wow, interesting how I said that. Feel like that's the end of it. We have the Death card, Scorpio energy. We have the Seven of Wands. We then have the Wheel of Fortune, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Sagittarius. 222 just come up on the timer. And then we have the Hermit, Virgo energy. And then the Ace of Wands. Oh my goodness. Interesting how I was just like, oh, that's the end of it. So, I mean, there's been a cycle that you've kind of been battling with, okay, for a while. And you have been just like calling out to the universe, look, when is my break? My breakthrough? When can I take a bit of a break? When can I have a bit of a nap, a lie down, a rest? Okay, so it's interesting because you have a lot lined up for you. I'm hearing in the upcoming weeks, upcoming months, especially as we get closer into the fall or autumn season, okay, being highlighted with this Virgo energy here and Scorpio. So Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, okay. That particular season, there is a major turning point as we get closer to this for you. And so whatever struggle that there has been, okay, whatever struggle that there has been, which I don't feel like is just limited to one thing in your life, that's going to be alleviated. And you're going to be stepping into something completely different. Now, for a lot of you, you may already be very well informed and know exactly what's coming up for you as we get closer to the autumn fall season, right? I'm hearing there's something to do with the eclipse that's very important, okay? A lot of you already know what it is that you're going through into the next portion of your life, next phase of your life, because there's something quite drastic, okay? Now, whether this has taken time to be like cultivated and brought into your life, and you actually have a very solid idea and you have a plan and you know exactly what's going to be taking place, or you have intuitively sensed and felt that there is going to be this big shift, this change, but you may have been in the dark here. You know, these two people are in the dark, right? They're in the dark. So I feel that you're going to soon get major revelations as to what it is that you're going to be doing next, or where you're going to be going next. I'm even hearing for some of you relocated to next. 505 on the timer. Now 5 represents change. So some of you could actually be soon relocating for work, for your business, so for your career, or this could be in regards to another situation, maybe involving love, but I don't feel that you guys are really too wholeheartedly focused on that right now. Sorry, I just got a little bit distracted. There was something that just came up to do with a notification, and it said about Phoenix rising from the ashes, which, I mean, is very clearly kind of stated here with this death card. So, you know, the phoenix, before it rises from the ashes, it's gone through many battles here. Okay, it's literally been like brought down to dust, like to ashes, and then rises up from the ashes. So you've definitely felt really at a loss with multiple things that you've been dealing with, right? But a lot of this has been to do with universal tests, to do with completing karmic cycles, karmic loops. There's been a lot of soul searching and healing necessary. I'm getting that you may have gone through a spiritual awakening or several awakenings, the dark night of the soul. You may have been experiencing ascension symptoms as of late. Okay, maybe there's been a lot kind of, to a certain degree, working out for you behind the scenes in the unseen that you don't necessarily know of as of yet, but you could be coming into that full awareness that very, very soon, right? Exactly what's been going on to do with certain things, right? The other message that I'm getting is that you have elevated and grown and evolved so much here, whereby your physical vessel is going to be catching up, right, with what it is that you have actually been doing the work energetically and spiritually here, especially emotionally, is what I'm getting. So all the internal work that you have been doing up until this point has not been for nothing. Your external environment, your circumstances are drastically changing to be able to meet you where you're at. But there has been like this time lapse, this delay, this setback after setback that you have been enduring. But I feel like you have carried on and persisted regardless. And because of that, when you've been in those dark points and you may have felt like things couldn't get any worse or things couldn't get any lower, and then they did. And it's like maybe you felt like you wanted the ground to kind of swallow you up here. Okay. But what I'm hearing is that even though that you may have felt like you had hit rock bottom at one point, you have been clawing your way up from the pit, right? And you're literally about to reach the top, or you've reached the top, you've climbed out of the pit, but then I'm hearing, now what? Interesting. So some of you guys are so used to fighting and surviving and clawing your way, crawling your way out of hardship, scarcity, fear, poverty, difficulties. Like it's been constant. It's been constant. And that's all you've ever known. And so therefore, it's like you've got out of this pit and you can see everything around you is clear. And there isn't another pit that you're going to be falling down, or you're having to crawl yourself out of it. You've already done the hard work, is what I'm hearing. It's important to take note not to be looking for another assignment. Wow. Oh, gosh. Okay, guys. Some of you have been looking for the next thing, like you've been out like looking to see where the next assignment is, for what it is that you need to feel like you needing to fix, or what's broken, or that you need to heal or work on or work through or process, or what. There's just been a long line of doing this for years and years and years, and it's like you're done with that now. There isn't any more, right? There isn't any more. I'm hearing you're always going to be healing. There's always going to be things that are coming up, of course, because that's part of life. So we're never 100% healed and we'll never be 100% completely perfect. You know, this Virgo energy most of the time represents perfectionist energy. So somebody very idealistic. Like idealistically, it's like we want to be 100% healed, and this, that, and the third. But there's something to do with you being able to actually take a step back and realize that there aren't any more assignments to do with fixing and healing and all of that. The next thing to focus on is you. Self-care, rest. I'm even picking up on being able to take life less seriously, having more fun, being excited, experiencing joy and pleasure, and doing things that make you feel on top of the world. You went through so much darkness to find that light within you, and you have. And now you're getting ready to shine brightly here, and for this light to be out there and emanating for everyone to see. There was a reason for the solitude. There was a reason for the isolation. There was a reason for keeping yourself to yourself, because there was a lot that you were undergoing here where you needed to be in a position and place where there wasn't so much going on in your life to be of a distraction, so that you could solely focus on this evolution and growth and on your path here. I'm hearing your spiritual path. So this may be a very specific message for somebody, but it's like you've been the student and now you're the master. And there is something about being a spiritual teacher, a spiritual leader, an esoteric leader is coming through. You are someone that is going to be looked at as like a role model, someone that's an inspiration, someone that's a muse is what I'm hearing. 1404 on the timer, so 144. 144 may be really significant, and this is really interesting because the number 4 is coming through as order, stability. I'm even hearing like sovereignty, authority, and ones are to do with new energies, new beginnings, fresh starts, inspiration, creation. And also I'm getting highlighted to say 14 because of temperance, Sagittarius energy, which is one of your major arcanas in the tarot. You went through all the difficult times, not for nothing, and you will be very much rewarded here. And somebody that has gone through so much, they can't be there to teach or help or guide others if they haven't endured certain tests and trials and tribulations themselves. So you have experienced many, many things firsthand. It's not just something that you've read about in a textbook. You've experienced these. Something about the past 7 years is getting highlighted to me. especially. And I'm even getting guided to say something about the next 7 years, which is interesting because you add that up and you get 14 years. You get 14. I'm hearing, look at how far you've come in the past 7 years, and to be excited about the fact that even though the times were tough before, how much easier it actually is going to be from here on out, because the worst part is over. I'm now seeing a snake shedding of its skin. I do believe we are in the year of the snake as of right now. And it's interesting as I go to say that, because I do believe that, you know, we are made obviously of, you know, cells and etc. And it's like our body completely changes and transforms, like with the cell regeneration, etc., for like 7 years. And so therefore that's why every 7 years we look completely, you know, different, you know, as we age, etc., as well as we mature. 777 is significant. Gosh, guys, this is a really deep reading. So you have outgrown the situation that you're currently in. And you may have recognized and known of this for a while now, but potentially you didn't have the means necessary in order to transform what it is that you were going through. But you will soon be receiving what it is that you need in order to cultivate this particular change, so that you can go through the next leg of your journey. Wow, guys, this is deep. All those channeled messages. The world, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius coming through. You have completed something massive. 1818 just come up on the timer, and 818 is significant, and 888. 8 to do with karma, to do with abundance. So we have that evidently here. You have closed something quite profound. And I'm hearing you're reborn. With the Three of Wands, beautiful. So you're getting in a position and place for the fresh start, broadening your horizons. This is reminding me of a portal. So I'm hearing new days are coming. New days are coming. So if you may have felt like you've been living Groundhog Day, like it's been just a lot to kind of contend with, same-ish, different day, your life is switching up massively. I'm hearing you've been co-creating with the universe, and you are in alignment, is what I'm hearing. You are already in alignment, and your blessings, your abundance, your prosperity, your new beginning is already here. It's already here for you. I don't know if you guys heard that, but the car honk outside as I said that. Okay. 33 is significant. Guys, I just got told that you may have like a life path 33. Life path 11, life path 22, or life path 33. So master numbers. And I'm hearing no wonder your path has been so difficult. But not many people have seen what it is that you've gone through. but there will be a time and a place where they will know exactly what it is that you have gone through, and you will be speaking about what it is that you have gone through, what you have learnt about yourself with the knowledge and the wisdom you have gained to get to where you are now. And others are going to be seeking advice and guidance from you. Guys, I don't know why I just heard worldwide sensation, global, international. Your name is going to be known everywhere. Your face is going to be known everywhere. Your name is going to be popping up in rooms with people discussing you, and you don't know these people. That time and period of your life where you haven't had growth in areas that you have really wanted of this particular growth, that's changing. I also feel like you're coming into the motorbike outside. Sorry about that. So things are shifting up for you very quickly after there's been a lot of very slow and steady energy. But what I want you to know is that you have a big, big future. Okay, yeah, Ace of Cups, wow. I'm getting somebody who's like a philanthropist, a humanitarian, somebody's of service. I'm getting somebody who embodies unconditional love. I'm hearing the compassion, the patience, the understanding, the empathy that you have is out of this world. I'm hearing it's like you're a walking earth angel. You are an earth angel. I'm hearing it's like you're a spirit guide, but in human form. I'm getting light worker, star seed, 5 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, with the 9 of Cups, not the next card, but it's come through. When you're on a very spiritual path, okay, you know, spiritual beings who are very highly evolved, old souls, go through so much, especially to do with their material and their physical reality, right? But once they have learnt to master several aspects of themselves and gain a sense of understanding as to why they're walking that particular path, going down the unbeaten track, that's when everything just flips and changes. And you're having this much higher timeline, or the highest timeline. I'm hearing higher timeline because if you put highest timeline, it means that there's a cap to it. You know how people say, well, the sky's the limit. Well, actually, the sky isn't the limit. Is it really? You're somebody who's going to be very well established financially, wealthy. Yeah, you're going to be known, okay? I'm hearing from all corners of the earth, all corners of the globe. There's something to do with going viral, is what I'm hearing, especially if you're like have a spiritually based practice or business, like a content creator and going viral, like that's happening. I'm hearing that's happening. You've also learned a lot about kind of ignoring the 3D, the physical, and having this sense of knowing that how your physical reality is not a pure reflection necessarily of you. So there's a lot to do with working through beliefs, or you have been doing that. The Fool, Aries energy. You are stepping into something so profound. Your dreams are being realized, wishes are being fulfilled. Maybe you had to go through all the hard parts so that you could live out the rest of your life in peace. Wow. I'm hearing, how amazing would that be? And somebody even feels a little bit anxious, a little bit like it's a bit unnerving, actually, because when you've been through such hardship and it's been, you know, unfortunate events one after the other, or all happening at once all the time, it doesn't even seem plausible to even comprehend that it wouldn't be anything else other than just that. So I'm getting something to do with being grounded is important here. But your wishes are coming through, your manifestations are coming through. And I'm hearing you're going to be vindicated for something, reimbursed. I'm hearing with interest. Final message for Sagittarius, please. The Tower, Aries Scorpio energy. With the Ten of Pentacles. You're meant to have a very stable, solid, abundant life. Get ready to be absolutely blessed beyond measure. 10-10 coming through. High Priestess. Whoever the F I'm speaking to, like, you are here for a very, very, very big purpose. You have like a divine mission. And you may not necessarily know the whole picture as of yet about how, you know, how that could unfold for you or what that may entail. But I'm hearing it's all a part of the journey and not the destination. So there's this air of excitement actually to kind of uncover parts of yourself, parts of your path, and what it is that you're here to do. I'm already speaking to somebody that's broken generational curses, that has been healing their family lineage, that has been, you know, closing karmic cycles, tending to their karma, right? Whatever they've needed to tick off here in regards to that, even in regards to past lives, even in regards to other family members. Like, you have done, and actually try to, you know, go throughout your life being of a human being, right? And doing the usual, as well as on top of everything else. There has been a huge amount of responsibility on you. But I'm hearing you were the only one that was strong enough to do all of this. And that's why I'm hearing you were chosen. You were the only one strong enough. Sagittarius, judgment, there you are. Thank you, Spirit, for confirming. That's why you were chosen. Beautiful. And the Magician. Co-creating with the universe. Okay? Look how powerful this is. I mean, pretty much most of your cards have been major arcana, okay? King of Swords. I'm getting Archangel Michael is very significant. Okay? But you have so much to look forward to. And this next kind of cycle of your life is going to be so much better than anything else that you have previously endured up until now. You will gain clarity. You'll get your answers about what it is that you'll need to know or find out. Okay? You will be guided. And I feel that you kind of know that everything's unfolding in divine timing. But goodness me, guys, that's all the messages I'm picking up on. This was just something else. I've never, channeled anything like it. 1010, 777, 555, 1313, 2020, 1616, 999, 2121, 111, 1111 are very significant, but we have Virgo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Aries, Gemini, Virgo again, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius coming through the most. But that's going to be the end of the reading. So I hope that there have been some messages, a few messages, if not the whole reading, that potentially resonated. And if you have enjoyed this reading and you wish to support myself and the channel, there are donation links available. There is a PayPal link in the description box below, and the other option is Super Thanks, which is listed underneath this video. So thank you so much to those of you who have already donated. I greatly appreciate you. Even if you don't financially donate, a wonderful way to energetically donate is to like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll get back to you guys on those comments when I can. So thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get an alert as to when I post another video and you don't miss out on future updates and content. And lastly, if you do feel inclined to check out the other readings that I have available on the channel, please feel free to check out the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury and North Node placements in your birth chart, find out which signs that they are, and then go ahead and check out the weekly readings that I do for further insight. But I hope that you have a good week, sending love and light your way, many blessings, please take care, and I'll see you and speak to you soon. Thank you. Bye guys.